Yo, man. Welcome back to the Waking Essence channel, man. I'm sitting there watching old ass Walking Dead videos. Let me take this off so I can realize how loud I'm talking. Um, how many guys, man? First of all, how many people that follow me watch The Walking Dead? You know what I'm saying? Comment below. You know what I'm saying? Give a thumbs up if you watch The Walking Dead. I'm sitting there thinking, like, what's left for the characters, man? Like, they're in a very tight spot, very tight squeeze, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out if I was in their shoes, like, how the fuck would I get out of that situation? And I'm trying to think of scenarios to where they can get themselves out of the box cards, and it's almost savage because, you know, if you put yourself in the shoes of the characters, you know what I'm saying, they're not in a position right now where they got all their guns and all the machine guns, all the rest of that shit that everybody say you need to run out and get, you know what I'm saying, they're down to the bare minimum. Whatever they don't know skill-wise already, they're pretty much at a loss. They're gonna have to get pretty creative to get themselves out of the situation that they're in. And I'm sitting there like, okay, how many characters? You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of Walking Dead fan that just waits for characters to die. You know, I like watching them have to go through everyday life-ish type of scenarios and survive in the world of zombies and The Walking Dead. I really love that element of the show. And what characters do you think will die off, and which ones would you like to see survive? I mean, right now, I've followed the series from the very beginning, and if you have, like I have, then there's a lot of characters that have went through hell and back and survived, and people try to make up excuses why different characters should die. I wouldn't really like to see half the survivors wiped out like that, you know. I was sitting there thinking about Beth, like, Beth got kidnapped and shit, like, what the fuck, where the fuck is Beth, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, with the exception of Carol and Tyrese, has made it to Terminus and are now in captivity because they went into a community of survivors, and they basically got stripped of their weaponry, and it was a security precaution, but they still let their weapons get you know what I'm saying, taken because they didn't want to get slaughtered. And that's a very realistic scenario for you to think about, all the preppers and whatnot out there. Like, if you end up in a damn corner in front of a firing squad, would you just go out blazing, or would you turn over your weapons and see, okay, will I fit in? How do I break out? What do I do now that I don't have my favorite $2,000, $5,000 gun? You know, now I don't have that shit, you know. And they don't even have no kind of survival gear. They're really down to their drawers in this one, you know. And like I said, I was just sitting there, just watching old videos, just thinking about that. And I want to do a video to see how many Walking Dead fans I have that watch my videos. And I might do different videos, bringing up different survival scenarios that they have to go through, and what I feel would help them get out of it. Now, the box cards, I think they're going to have to get down, dirty, and grimy. They might have to bite some fingers and gouge some eyes out and that kind of thing. They might have to get really, what you would call, sadistic, to get themselves out of that mess, because you don't know if they're cannibals, you don't know if they're eating people, if the paranoia of the group just really put them in a tight squeeze that they didn't need to be in. And the theme this whole week and last week a little bit toward the end has been paranoia amongst the prepper community. So, which Walking Dead characters do you think will survive? Right now, I think everybody will survive the first 2 episodes. First 2 episodes, I think everybody will survive. They might end up in some very dire straits, leading up to the last season, you've seen Carl almost get raped and shit like that. So they're bringing every type of realistic scenario into the fold. Right now, I see them being on lockdown, and I see Terminus getting the meat and potatoes of Terminus getting unveiled within the first episode, maybe 2 episodes if they stretch it out long enough for everybody or different survivors and new characters to reach there, to either help or be a hindrance to the problem. So that's my video, just some random thoughts about The Walking Dead, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.